Hey up guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Eddie and this is episode 2 of our Eddie Stobart UK Tramping series. So if you haven't seen the first episode yet and you want to go back, there is a link in the description and that'll take you to the first episode, and at the end of that video there'll be a link back to this video so you don't get lost. And if you do get lost, all these episodes are going to be uploaded to the 18 Wheel Eddie YouTube homepage, all under one playlist, so they're all together. That should make it easy for everyone. So if you want to keep up to date with the series and you want to follow along as we travel all over the UK and ProMods, make sure that you've subscribed, make sure you hit the bell icon, and then you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. So with all the YouTube jargon out of the way, let's get on with the vlog. So I left you in the services last night on the A1M, where we had the first of our reduced rests. So we've only got 2 reduced rests left for the week, and I'd like to try and save one of them for Thursday night if we can, just to increase the chance of an early finish on Friday. You know, the earlier we start, the earlier we finish. So we hit the road about, we'll get on this corner. So we hit the road about 6 o'clock this morning. We got into Hull for about 8 o'clock. We've reloaded with 24 tons of building supplies. We're carrying bags of plaster, bags of cement and bits of timber and plasterboard and all sorts. A bit of a mixed load. And we're grossing about 38, 39 ton today. Come on, fella. I don't know what this guy's doing. What you doing, fella? What you doing? Let's give me some room. So we got one drop today, and that's to a building site right in the centre of London. And then we've got a collection from a Stobart depot in Croydon. So if you want to see, we'll have to drive right through the centre of London to get to that. So if you want to see the drive through to the right through the centre of London, that's coming up later on in the video. Now it's probably going to take us about 4.5 hours to get down there. So we're probably going to take a break somewhere on the way down, just to make sure that we've got the drive time to get to site. So now we're heading for the A1M, and we're going to take the M11 into London, and hopefully we'll avoid the M25 altogether. So, in the words of the late great Jerry Reed, we've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So let's get the hammer down, and I will catch up with you when we're a little bit closer. Right then guys, that has taken an absolute age to get down here. It is now, it's gone 10 to 3. We have had to stop. We've had our 45-minute break and we've also refilled the diesel. I had to stop the diesel anyway. So it's taken about 5.5 hours to get down here, of which 4.5 hours of that is solid driving. We are now just a few miles away, but that could still take up to an hour in London traffic, even a couple of miles. But I'm not expecting this drop to be too bad. The difficult part is going to be getting to Croydon after this drop, because we're going to have to drive right through the city centre for that one. I must admit, if I was a real truck driver, I'd have butterflies now. I wouldn't really want to be taking this through the central London. It must be a nightmare. I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever drove in London, even just a car. It's a nightmare in a car. It must be nervous breakdown territory in a truck. So, respect to drivers that go into London. You must hate it. I know all new drivers do dread the first time. Everyone dreads the first time, don't they? Right then, let's get through these lights. They're going to stay on green for us. Go on, stay on green, stay on green, stay on green. Green, green, there, green. I saw green, I did. So we're nearly at the first drop now. I would like to ask you guys for a favour. And I think we should be about a good 10 minutes into the video by now. So if you're still watching, I do assume that you are being entertained and you are enjoying the video. So if you haven't already done so, will you please leave me a thumbs up? And I'm not just asking to boost my own ego or to make me feel good, even though it does make me feel good. Every time I get a like, it feels like a peck on the cheek from Angelica Larson. No, I'm asking because it helps me gauge how well or how bad a particular video idea is, and I'm more likely to make similar videos to ones that have had good feedback, and ultimately it just helps me create better content for you guys. So if you've made it past the 10-minute mark, leave me a thumbs up, because it really does help me out, it really does. And that's our building site right in front of us. So we'll get this in here, and then we'll think about getting to Croydon. I'm going to try and get it right over this right hand side. I've got to get it as far over as I can without knocking that fence over. And I'm just trying to get the back wheels of the trailer as far over to this right hand side as I can. And then it looks like we're going to have a little tiny blindside reverse just to neaten her up at the end. That's what looks like it's going to happen. I must admit, I hate blindsides, but this one isn't too bad. It's almost straight, this is. I try to avoid a blindside every opportunity I can. This one seems simple enough though. Say to be actually straight, that isn't it? It looks like this side. Oh, bang on, bang on, bang on, sir. Right then, I'll get this offloaded then, and then we'll run the gauntlet through the city centre and get ourselves down to Croydon. I will catch up with you very soon. I'm in the wrong lane. Well, I'm not. I'm in the right lane, but this lane's closed on the other side of the lights. Never mind. I've heard everyone in London's supposed to be really friendly. So I'm sure this car behind us is just going to let us slot back over it. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Welcome to London. Welcome to inner city London. We have we have made full penetration. We penetrated the inner ring. This is central London, guys. This is central London ProMods. And I guess this was the whole purpose of this series, was to show off ProMods. And originally, I think the reason I wanted to show ProMods was a few of my subscribers are Euro truck newcomers or newbies. So a lot of people, it's surprisingly how many people haven't played on ProMods. But I think for newcomers it must be quite daunting when you come to the game, because you've read all the reviews, you've heard about this fantastic game, you're 11 stars, 11 out of 10, brilliant. So you've gone out and you bought the base game, and you've probably done a few jobs. And I paused the recording there while the traffic sorted itself out. What was I saying? Yeah, so you've went out, you bought the base game, you've done a few jobs, and you might be a bit bored of it because you've not experienced full Euro truck yet. So I thought what I'd do today, this video is going to be aimed more towards the newcomers. I'm going to nurture you into Euro Truck Simulator nice and gently. No, I just thought I'd share how I just thought I'd share how I play and how I get the most enjoyment out of the game. So I think if you are a newcomer and you've only ever played on the base map, I think the first thing you need to do is go buy the 6 map DLCs. Go buy them 6 map DLCs, because the base map that you buy when you first buy the game that's the oldest part of the game, that is. And although I know they have been retouching Germany over the last year or two, but you get to places like the UK, look at this, wow, over the Thames, you get to places like the UK, and the UK is the oldest part of the map. So I think for you to experience what Euro Truck Simulator is, you need to experience the 6 map DLCs, because they've come so far since the UK and Germany. The latest map DLCs are absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't already got the 6 map DLCs, go buy them now. And it couldn't be a better time to buy them, because it's the summer sales over on Steam now. All the Euro Truck stuff is on massive reductions. There's 70% off, 75% off. I think you can pick up the base game for less than a £5. So if you haven't driven on the map DLCs, go buy. You can get all 6 of them now on Steam in the sale. You can get all 6 of them for about 30 quid. So now's the perfect time to go and get the 6 map DLCs, because once you've got the 6 map DLCs, then you've got the key to unlock ProMods, and ProMods going to transform the game again. The 6 map DLCs is going to transform the game for you, but ProMods is going to take it to another level again. And it's an exciting time for ProMods now, because it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve here in Euro Truck Land. We're having Christmas in August. It's been Christmas Eve for about a month, because ProMods are about to release version 2.50, which is the biggest ProMods update in about 3 years. And it's big news for us on this series, because the UK has had a major overhaul. There is, let me look at my notes, we've got some new cities. We've got Cambridge, that's not a new city, but it's been reskinned. Exeter's a new city, Norwich is a new city, Plymouth has been reskinned, plus 20 other reskins in the UK, as well as 41 other different cities all over the world. This is a big update, this is, and it's coming any day now. So once you've got all your map DLCs then, and ProMods 2.50 when it's released, now you're at a point, that should be the starter pack. That's the starter pack for Euro Truck, really. Now you can start to experience the game. But it's a weird game, it's not like any other video game. Most other video games, they get your heart going and they're full of adrenaline and they excite you, don't they? And it's hard work, I find most video games are. It's too much for me. But Euro Truck isn't like that. Euro Truck doesn't get your heart going. Euro Truck's just relaxing. And the way I see it, I look at Euro Truck in two ways. One way is, it's a bit like a model railway. And I quite like model railways. I'm not a model railway nerd or anything, but I think they're quite interesting. If you told me that you had a model railway in your loft, with all scenery bits and working traffic lights and stuff like that, I think that's pretty cool. I'd want to go have a look at that. Especially if it was like realistic. I like realistic stuff. And that's what Euro Truck is. It's a virtual model railway. But instead of being trains, it's trucks. Which is ace, because I'm into trucks anyway. Trucks are better than trains, aren't they? And instead of being limited to his dining room table, this layout is huge. It's the entire of Europe and beyond. It's massive. And we can add bits of realism to our models as well. We can put these real skins, so you get real trucks on the road, and it just all adds a bit of immersion. And it's just making your model railway a little bit more realistic. And then once you've built your railway, you come to the second part of this game, which you can't do in a model railway, but you can do in this. You can drive around the model, and if you drive realistically, you just create a whole nother level of immersion. You create an entire new world, and it's just so relaxing. It's the most relaxing thing. If you've had a stressful day and you've got a couple of hours to spare, get on Euro Truck and go drive around somewhere beautiful like Corsica. And it's just relaxing. That's what I get out of Euro Truck. Right, we are here. We are at the Stobarts, and that's quite a tight arch. I've got to remember my axle is up on the trailer, so I'm going to take quite a wide line into this. So I've got quite a long wheelbase. And then what I've got to be careful of here is the headboard on the left. That's going to be sticking out about 12-15 inches or something. Go on, I can't get up the ramp. Watch the headboard, watch the headboard. Stop and have a look. Yeah, we're in. Right then. It's 5:10-ish. I'll go see what they've got for us, and I'll check back with you in a minute. So we have been reloaded. We're back on the oil. We've got 132 barrels of oil, which is 33 pallets, 18 ton. So we're grossing about 32 ton. And this is for tomorrow's work now. Half of this is going to Canterbury, and the other half is going to Chelmsford. But that's for tomorrow. And I've just been tossing up the hours, see what we've done today. And we've used about 8.5 hours of drive time up today. It took 2 hours to get to Hull this morning. It's taken 5.5 hours to get to London. That's 7.5 hours. It took an hour to get to Croydon. That's 8.5 hours. So we've got about half an hour worth of drive time left on a 9-hour day, on a 9-hour drive. But we're not going to find somewhere to park up in half an hour. So we're going to use the first of our 10-hour drives up today. Probably going to take us about an hour and 15 minutes to get to where I want to go, which is a services on the M25. So another hour and a half. So we're not going to finish in time for 13 hours either. So it looks like we're going to have to reduce again. We'll have a second reduced rest tonight, which only leaves one more for the week. But that's what we've got to do, innit? So let's go find somewhere to park up, and I will see you in a minute. Right then guys, we are nearly at the services. We're nearly at the end of the day. It's been another long day, another 14-hour day. They're pushing us hard here at Eddie Stobart, but our services are literally 2 minutes away. So it's come to that time of the video again where I'm going to thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you're enjoying the series. Especially you guys that have stayed this long. You guys that have been watching for over half an hour now. You're the true backbone of this channel. You're the reason why I make videos. I just love the fact that people are watching what I want to make. So I'm going to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Just getting a bit soppy. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I'm trying to find somewhere to park. I'll just follow this car for a bit. Now, so if you have made it to the end, leave me a comment. And what I want you to write is, in it for the long haul. And then I know who's watching to the end. I know who the true trucking fans are. Cheers, mates, thank you. So let's park up. Another 14-hour day done. We're going to reduce now. It's gone 7:30 nearly. We're going to rest now for 9 hours, which takes us to 4:30 in the morning, and then we'll make our way over to Canterbury. So I hope you've enjoyed the day. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.